Hi there guys, I'm Gilgari and today I am once again playing Warcraft 3. This is the last part. Oh, that's good to know. This is the last part of my Warcraft 3 gameplays where I show off the final race, the Night Elves. And so I've set up this custom game. This is not part of the campaign because I couldn't find a good campaign map where I could show off all of the different units. So I decided to set up a custom game. And here are all the different Night Elven units. Let's start with this one, this little beast, the Chimera. Oh, I love a good Chimera. They have this corrosive breath ability that is very effective against buildings. They are kind of like the Frost Dragon version for the Night Elves, although I like a Chimera a lot more than I like a Frostworm. And here's a Hippogriff. Hippogriffs are not all that useful in my eyes. At least, I don't find them all that useful, especially because they can only attack flying units. So they may be good in the air, but only against other flying units, which is pretty annoying. But they have this ability.
Waiting on you.
If you have an archer, like this one, which is just a basic ranged unit, you can order them to the archer to ride the Hippogriff, and then you get a Hippogriff rider that can attack both units in the air and on the ground, which is a lot more useful, I'd say. But of course it requires you to make two different units and then fuse them, so it takes a bit longer to actually train them.
Research finished.
Then there's this Ballista, which is kind of the tank, I guess, for the Night Elves. Although I'm not that big a fan of tank units and stuff, like Ballistas and meat wagons and all that. Then a Huntress. Huntress have a very useful ability. This one. They can set up a magic scout around the tree, and that scout will just stay here and keep observing. It's invisible, so enemies won't be able to see it, and you'll be able to watch them, well, pretty much continuously. If you can get this on, but it can only be used once, though. Oh, this is pretty bad.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Where are those? Oh, here they are. Luckily I set up quite a bit of defense over here because I really wanted to... Oh no, death and decay. That's kind of annoying. Let's release the heroes and try to drive them away. And I think we're gonna make it. At least this battle. I think I've pretty much already won this map. I mean, I've made a very good play in, well, at least I think it's a very good play. Oh, well, they actually took down these trees. These trees. Here is a Goblin Laboratory, where you can get a Zeppelin, which is this one, which you can use to get to these islands, where there are gold mines. However, I managed to get to both of these islands, and because I secured this Goblin Laboratory first, and so the undead had two gold mines, over here one and over here one, but both of them have collapsed already, so they're all out of gold. While I still have two gold mines up and running on these islands. So yeah, I guess I pretty much won this map already. So then, back to the units. Yes. These Huntresses also have this ability, Glaive, that allows them to, throw these knives, I guess, to the enemy, and they jump from one enemy to the next, so they can damage multiple enemies. Huntresses are, I think, one of the most effective units in combat of the Night Elves.
Hi.
Then there's this Dryad. I'm not really that big a fan of these units, but they do have spell immunity, which is always useful. They also have a slow-working poison that slowly damages the enemy over time when they attack them, and they have Abolish Magic, and this is a useful ability. When they use it, they can remove debuffs from your units, and they can also remove buffs from enemy units. So that is pretty useful.
Time is short.
Then these are my favorite units, these Druids of the Claw. They have 3 different abilities, and all of them are just amazing. Here's Roar, the first one, that Gives friendly nearby units a 25% bonus to damage. So yeah, that basically boosts up their damage a lot. Then there's the rejuvenation, which is just slowly healing anyone that it's cast upon. And well, I always love the healing units in all of the different races, but these Druids of the Claw do more than just like priests with the humans. They have more than just healing capabilities because they can also fight with this ability, bear form. When they use it, they turn into a gigantic bear, and they can then, well, really kick some ass. And then finally there's the Druid of the Talon. These guys have this ability, Fairy Fire, which is basically reducing the armor of enemies. Cyclone, which is a pretty funny ability. You just summon a storm and it throws a unit into the air, and that unit isn't able to do anything for a while. And then there's Stormcrow form that allows them to turn into Stormcrows and just fly away.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Yes, good to know.
Of course, the time is now.
I like the Night Elves, but not just for the units, because the only unit I really like is the Druid of the Claw and the Chimera. Those are like the only two. But because of this ability of them. Like on this island, you can see the gold mine is over here, but I've built my Tree of Life all the way over here. So, well, when it's one of the other races, that would be, yeah, it's too far, you've got a problem. But for the Night Elves, they can use this Uproot ability to make their buildings actually walk. Oh wow. All hell is breaking loose. They're still trying to attack us, but I don't think they stand that much of a chance. I mean, I've got 3 heroes, they only have 1, and they don't have the money to produce more. So... Wait, who leveled up? Ah. Alright, level 6. Great. Their heroes are also a lot of fun. This is my favorite, the Keeper of the Grove. He has 4 different abilities like all other heroes. The first of all I haven't learned yet is Entangling Roots, which is just basically entangling an enemy and doing damage over time. Then there's Force of Nature, which is amazing. He turns trees into actual units that can fight for you. Of course, unlike the orcish Farseer, who can summon wolves, they are, well, none of them both are permanent units, neither the wolves nor these treants. But these treants aren't invisible, don't become invisible like the wolves, and they also, I don't think they do as much damage. But you can summon a lot more of them. Ah, good to know. Let's set up some wisps. Like, I think it's, well, now it's 4, because it's level 3, but you start off by building 2 and 3. So yeah, you can build huge amounts of these treants.
Trust in my command.
Then there's this aura, which allows them to deal damage back to anyone who deals damage to them. So if someone harms this guy or anyone that's near him, they'll also get damaged a bit, thanks to their Thorns aura. And then there's Tranquility, which is just an amazing healing ability that heals everyone around him very quickly.
We are poised to strike.
Then this one, I don't really like these 2 heroes. I'm kind of annoyed with the Night Elven heroes. They're not all that useful. Like the Scouting ability, which summons an invisible scout that oh no, it's, well, no, it isn't invisible. It just sees invisible units. Sorry. But anyway, this scout can look up these regions, for example. Although for this, I actually used the Goblin Laboratory because I don't find Scout all that useful. I mean, yeah, you can scout the map, but what good will it do you in the end? I mean. Then there's Searing Arrow, which is just fire arrows, kind of a boring ability, just boosts her attack. Then there's True Shot Aura, which is a 20% bonus damage to their ranged attacks, but since I'm more of a fan of Druids of the Claw and stuff, who actually attack nearby, then, well, at close range at least. So this isn't all that useful for me. Then there's Starfall, which well, this one is pretty useful. It calls down a wave of falling stars, and it deals huge amounts of damage to anyone that gets hit. And it, of course, it only hits enemies.
We must act.
Ah, this one can also level up. The Demon Hunter. His first ability, Mana Burn, removes both mana and health from whoever is struck by it. Then there's Immolation. I don't know how to pronounce that actually, but no, I don't really care. Sorry. Which is just wearing this cloak of fire, and anyone who gets too close to him gets set on fire and gets damage over time. Then there's Evasion, which is just well, a higher chance to actually dodge an attack. And then his final ability, this is pretty good. Metamorphosis transforms him into a powerful demon. He gets a huge bonus to his hit points, and he can attack from a distance. So he no longer has to be at melee range.
Is there danger?
So then, is this set up yet? Yeah. I've talked about most of the units, so it's time I should show you how they actually work. Oh, one thing I should probably mention. These only the Ancients can actually move, like the Ancient of Wind, the Ancient Protector. This Chimera Roost is not a building that can uproot. But like this one, for example, if I wanted to, I could just make them walk around. They also do a fair amount of damage, but they're very slow and very fragile in combat, so I wouldn't recommend going with them into combat. They also don't take food, so you can... Well, if you want to use them as warriors, then, well, it's kind of a bad idea because they break very fast, but you can build a gigantic army without having an upkeep. I'm not really worried about the upkeep right now because, well, we've got gold mines and they don't.
Command me.
So they're pretty much on their last legs already. So I'm gonna build a couple more chimeras, and then I'm finally gonna set out and try to destroy their base, this is their actual starting base. I really didn't want them to get to the point where I started over here with the Tree of Eternity. Without a Tree of Eternity, there's a lot of stuff that you can't build. Oh, this is a very useful building. The Moonwell has the ability to replenish both mana and life of whoever's close to it. So they're kind of like small fountains of health and mana, and any units that close enough just gets healed up, both in mana and health. However, this drains their own mana, so once they are out of mana, they're unable to keep healing, and they only replenish mana at night. So like if I were to use this ability now, but there aren't any units nearby that are damaged, he wouldn't get his mana back. Then there's the Ancient Protector, kind of just like the standard building that throws rocks and stuff. The Ancient of War, also an uprootable building. And the Tree of Eternity, an upgraded version of the Tree of Life. The Ancient of Lore, where my favorite unit is being built. The Hunter's Hall. Oh, let's research this. And then there's the Altar of Elders, where you can revive heroes, but I've already got pretty much all of the heroes I need. I don't think they can actually do something to us at this point. Like, we've got 2 gold mines running, they have nothing. So, you know what? Let's just go in like this. I know it's a tiny force and we might not be able to pull it off, but I feel pretty confident.
Well, there it
So let's do this.
For Kalimdor. By the spirits.
We're actually doing pretty good at the moment.
Naturally.
So I'm really confident in this. I might want to train some more of these just in case I fail, which actually could happen. When I get overconfident, I usually start to fail.
By the spirits.
Let's see if it'll happen this time. And here's their corrupted ground that I'm gonna take down.
To all defilers.
Of course, I'm playing against the easy version because, believe me, on hard it's terrible. I don't think I've ever won a game against someone against a hard enemy.
We must act.
Well, it's probably because I'm not really... Oh, come on. Are they seriously all trying to heal this building? It's not gonna do you any good, you know.
None shall harm the wild.
Are there any trees I can use? No. See, this is the downfall of this ability. If there are no trees, you can't do anything. And it seems they ran out of gold since they can't heal anymore. Oh, they destroyed the Chimera. Oh, come on.
None shall harm the wilds.
Let's try to take this down. Our Demon Hunter is taking quite a serious amount of damage. Oh no, they are not. They can still heal their stuff or repair it. Well, not that it matters. I'm gonna take him down anyway. Now then, are these druids getting ready? Yes, they are. I'm gonna retreat this wisp a bit
Where shall I strike?
and get them over
Our
here.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
Command me.
I hope he doesn't die, but oh no, he isn't gonna die. He's fine. He's fine.
Death to all defilers.
Let's start healing anyway.
Research finished.
See, this is just an amazing health boost. Unfortunately, my Keeper of the Grove is unable to do anything else because he has to keep casting this, but it lasts for quite a while. For 30 seconds, that's pretty long.
I am vigilant.
My strength is yours.
Let's try to finish this off
Is at hand.
and move these chimeras. Yes, over here, please.
Nature is restless.
This is going pretty smooth. I don't know what they still have left in their home base, but it's not going to be all that much.
Nature's wrath.
So the ballista is doing its work. Let's see, are there any more here? Yes, there are. Let's get them over here as well. Let's already set them up here so we can use them. We've already got everything we need. There's not really anything we still need to build. Our gold mine's still doing. This one's starting to run low. But it doesn't really matter at this point. It's all over already.
I'm awake.
Alright, get over here. You guys get over here as
Our
well.
time is short. Command me.
I actually have a huge amount of resources.
Well, there it is. Actually, by the spirits.
If I played on hard, it would have probably been the opposite. Like, they would have probably gotten this first, I bet. And I would have been the one that would be totally screwed.
Our mine is running low.
Well,
Alright.
there it is. So shall it be.
Let's finish this. This video will actually be
There it is.
a bit shorter than the others. That were just way too
So
long.
shall it be.
But I guess it's better that way.
Naturally. Well, there it is.
So one more thing I'm gonna say right now is
None shall harm
that it's gonna be a while before I upload the next video,
all
because I've got exams starting very soon, and I won't be able to record anymore or time to edit. So yeah, I'll be off for a couple of weeks. It'll probably be like a week or 4 before I'll upload a new video. I'm terribly sorry about this, but hey, education goes first, I guess.
feel nature's wrath.
Now they've got nothing left.
None shall harm the wilds.
So I quite enjoy playing with Night Elves, although Undead are still my favorite. I didn't choose to fight Undead right now, I just picked a random race to fight and it turned out to be Undead.
Feel nature's wrath.
And that's it.
We are poised to strike.
So that's the end of this game. Thanks for watching the Warcraft 3 gameplays. If you want me to play more Warcraft 3, then just post a comment, leave a like or anything, and yeah, if you want to, I'll continue and maybe do a full playthrough. After this, I'm probably gonna play some more MMOs. So see you again after the exams. I hope it'll be soon. Bye!